Are you ready?
Welcome to the season finale of Adams Cable High School football as the Lakeland Chiefs and the Mid-Valley Spartans take center stage in a Lackawanna Football Conference Division III showdown sponsored by Adams Cable Service, NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield, Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Dominic's Pizza, Tom's Floor Shop, Main Street Childs, Tonkin Auto Supply, your Napa Auto Parts store, Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street. Also brought to you by Jerry's Tire and Auto Service, Nick's Excavating and Paving, White's Crossing Sports Shop, Lieber and Bonham Electrical Contractors Incorporated. And the starting lineups for today's game are presented by the Roselle Department Store in Carbondale. Welcome to the Adams Cable High School Football Pregame Show. With Dave Sarah, I'm Steve Young. It is Week 10, and today we are at Spartan Stadium here at Mid-Valley for the Week 10 showdown between the Mid-Valley Spartans and the Lakeland Chiefs. Lakeland coming into this ball game has won 6 in a row. The Mid-Valley Spartans, well, they're coming off of a pretty good season thus far, and Dave, they're forced to contend with because they have a great running game just like Lakeland.
Right, Steve, and what you have tonight are 2 playoff-bound teams, so you're going to see some high-quality football with both of these teams getting ready for postseason.
Lakeland surprised everyone last week in the win over Montrose by throwing the football. We'll see how things play out here tonight. As Dave mentioned, both teams are in the District 2 playoffs, so the stage is set here at Mid-Valley. It's a beautiful night for football with temperatures in the upper 30s, and we will be right back with more and the kickoff after this timeout on Adams Cable High School football. Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale is committed to providing professional service in residential and commercial excavating, land clearing and demolition, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Enhance your property with new paving and seal coating, mulch, or stone. For expert service on your next project, count on Nick's Excavating and Paving Carbondale. Tonkin Auto Supply, your Napa dealer in Carbondale, has been serving the area for over 36 years with the largest inventory of automotive replacement parts and accessories. Experience Napa know-how with knowledgeable customer service from Glenn Garth and the staff at Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale. Your Napa know-how, folks.
Napa know-how, Napa know-how, Napa know-how, Napa know-how.
Before or after the game, enjoy pizza from Dominic's Pizza with locations on Main Street, Carbondale and Washington Avenue in German. Their many varieties of delicious pizza means there's always an old favorite or a new tasty treat. Check out their menu of favorites including subs, hot wings, chicken parm, stromboli, cheesesteaks, and much more. Order by calling Dominic's Pizza in Carbondale at 570-282-5128 or Dominic's in German at 570-876-5858 with delivery service available. For the best pizza, wings, classic subs, and more, visit Dominic's Pizza of Carbondale in German.
Thanks, Steve. We're here with Mid-Valley head coach Dave Rebar. Coach, you've been around a long time. Riverside in here. This year, 2 years ago, you're 1-9. Now you're in the playoffs. The last 2 years, you've really done a great job here. What do you think turned it around here at Mid-Valley?
Well, just getting the guys together, and just realizing it's a football game. One game at a time, we've always preached, and togetherness.
Right. And you know that. You played college football with Donovan McNabb up at Syracuse, so you've been around some great athletes. The running game, Zach has had a great year, Zach Fiume. What do you think you need to do to get this Lakeland team tonight?
Well, we always, what we always prided on, you're going to have a lot of blue-collar kids and blue-chip kids, and we got to surround our kids with those blue-chip kids with blue-collar kids, and Zach Fiume's both, so getting the ball in the hands of the guys who are going to help us is what we're trying to do.
Beautiful. Thanks, Coach.
A trip to Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale means you get confidence and peace of mind knowing that your vehicle is repaired by qualified technicians. Jerry's offers brand name tires and wheel alignment, brake service, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and Pennsylvania safety inspection and emissions testing. Call 282-TIRE or visit their website jerrystire@gmail.com. For dependable, efficient service, visit Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale.
There's some cool new stuff out there. Cars that drive themselves, phones that talk to us.
There's a cafe behind you.
And now TV everywhere. That's right, Lucky Adams Cable Service customer. Now you can watch channels from your TV package just about anywhere on just about any device. Catch your favorites in the waiting room, coffee shop, break room, the airport, wherever. TV everywhere. It's a cool extra service for no extra cost. Visit adamscable.com and sign up today.
The White's Crossing Sports Shop, Canaan Street in Carbondale, is the leading authority for the outdoors in northeastern Pennsylvania. They carry a full line of archery accessories, hunting and reloading supplies, live bait, and a variety of fishing tackle. The White's Crossing Sports Shop is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. Call 282-4699 or log on to their website at whitescrossing.com. Finding that unique seasonal outdoor item has never been easier with help from Tom and the staff at the White's Crossing Sports Shop.
Here with Lakeland head coach Jeff Wasilchek. Jeff, historically, running power at Lakeland. This year, no different. But this year, you have a little bit of an offensive threat with your quarterback. 12, he's the highest-rated passer in his division. What do you think he brings to you as you make this run into the playoffs?
He gives us a little bit of an added dimension. Like you said, we like to run the ball. But he does give us some things that we can do throwing the ball, where if people want to load the box up, we get them off our back a little bit.
And your guys are fresh. I look at Cy Babcock's averaging almost 9 yards, 10 yards a carry. He's fresh, only 98 carries. So your guys are really peaking at the right time. You're 1-6 straight, blowing teams out. So what are you looking for tonight? How do you beat this tough Mid-Valley club?
They are tough. I mean, they're big, they're physical. How do you beat them? You can't make mistakes, you can't turn the ball over, and you have to play solid, fundamental football. They're a good football team.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Enjoy the feel of deep, rich luxury. Get the drama of radiant color and experience the timeless beauty, comfort, and durability of carpeting from Tom's Floor Shop in Childs. Tom's Floor Shop offers a large selection of hardwood, laminate, vinyl, ceramic tile, and carpeting on display in their showroom. Rely on Tom's Floor Shop for expert installation. All roads lead to where great floors begin at Tom's Floor Shop. Exit 6 off the Casey Highway in Childs.
The Gabriel family and the staff at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated of Carbondale send best wishes to our local athletes and teams for a successful season. In your time of need, call 282-1219 for the ultimate in professional service from Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Carbondale.
When your car does this, call us first.
Every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. That's the motto at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale. In an accident, remember, it is your car and your choice to choose your repair center. Call Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale, well known for integrity, safety, and craftsmanship. For more information concerning your rights and the 10 things you need to know before having your car repaired, go to their website, bestonsautobody.com. Good luck to all area teams from Tony, Mike, Jeff, and the staff at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Gordon Avenue, Carbondale. What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team in NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS, Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsgo.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7. Welcome back to Lakeland Stadium as we are set for Week 10 of Adams Cable High School football between Lakeland and Mid-Valley, and now our national anthem. And with the playing of our national anthem, it is time for football and the starting lineups for today's game, presented by Roselle Department Store in Carbondale, your school uniform headquarters for Carbondale area, Lakeland, Forest City, LaSalle Academy, Holy Cross, Valley View, and Mid-Valley. In addition to prompt laundry and dry cleaning services, check out the hot new styles of fall and winter apparel all on display at Roselle in Carbondale. Going to a formal affair or special occasion? Let the experience of Sam Kalura work for you with a perfectly tailored tuxedo by Sarno & Son. For unsurpassed quality, style, and value, rely on Roselle Department Store in Carbondale, where Sam and the staff are proud to present your starting lineups for today's game between the Lakeland Chiefs and the Mid-Valley Spartans. And for the Lakeland Chiefs at tight end, it's Kevin Johnson, 6 foot 199 pounds senior. At split end, Rob Bomba. Eddie Cavalier lines up at left tackle. Terry O'Razzi at right tackle. Chris Smeagol at left guard. Jonathan Nanowitz at right guard. And Dylan Reeves at center. Nico Perino will quarterback the Lakeland offense. At fullback, Eric Furco, Mike Lowry, and Cy Babkonik will alternate at tailback. And Matt Pigeon will line up at flanker. The Mid-Valley defense brought to you by Roselle Department Store in Carbondale, as Mid-Valley won the toss and deferred to the second half. Matt Stankovic at left end. At right end, it's Jason Klein. R.J. Powell at left tackle. At nose tackle, Tom Melandri. Brandon Wallow at the outside linebacker. Colin Munley at right outside linebacker. At middle linebacker, James Urso. He's a senior. Joe Shylock at left corner. Austin Mazirak at right corner. Zach Fiume at strong safety. And Colin Hazelton will line up at free safety for the Mid-Valley defense. So those are your starting lineups, brought to you today by Sam and the staff at Roselle Department Store, proud sponsor of high school football this season. We thank them for their support. And it's time for football here at Mid-Valley. As we mentioned, great night. Temperatures right now in the upper 30s as Mid-Valley will tee it up and kick off to Lakeland.
Hey, compared to last week, this is great weather.
Oh, isn't it fantastic? Last week of this time, Nick, we had fog moving in, wind, rain. We had everything going on.
It was almost a carbon copy of yesterday.
And Larry Reisner will tee up the football, and 3-yard deep for the Lakeland Chiefs. Cy Babkonik back there along with Matt Pigeon and company. So here we go with week number 10 of high school football. The regular season will conclude this weekend, and then it's on to the District 2 playoffs. Sophomore Larry Reisner set to kick it off.
Lefty.
And you tell your guys, Nick, you stay in your lanes on the way down for good coverage. Looks like a little pooch kick.
Yeah, it is, and it's lost by an up back at the 40-yard line. Ball is still loose, and Mid-Valley will have it.
That's a huge break in this game. So
that is a big one. Let's see who recovered from Mid-Valley.
You weren't going to kick it to the deep men from Lakeland. That's for sure, because they returned, I think, 6 kicks already this year.
22 recovered, Steve.
Now let's check that out. Austin Keegan recovered for Mid-Valley, and they will have the football at the Lakeland 38-yard line. And it will be Mid-Valley with the football. Munley around the near side, and he's driven out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Wow, what a turn of events as Mid-Valley comes up with the short kick. They take Lakeland by surprise, and now they're in excellent field position at the 25-yard line of the Chiefs.
Well, you heard Jeff
First down and 10.
Wilczek, right, Steve? You heard him before the game. He didn't want to see a mistake, and right off the opening kickoff, they made a mistake, fumble the ball, short field for the Spartans.
Brandon Wallow will set them down. Wallow off the play fake. The rush is on, and he's drilled on the play by Kevin Johnson.
Going to get penetration.
Johnson came right up and whacked him for a huge loss.
I almost want to say that was more of like what they call a naked bootleg pass. But really, Johnson wasn't fooled and just went right for the quarterback.
And the loss will place the football back at the 33-yard line and bring up third down and about a second down. Let's check it. Second down and long for Mid-Valley. As Wallow will go off the play fake, rushes on again. He fires downfield, and that pass is caught on the far side near the 13-yard line.
Beautiful catch.
Great throw, Steve.
Well, that was Colin Munley on the reception, I believe. And right now, Mid-Valley is knocking on the door with just about a minute gone by here in the first quarter.
Well, Steve, a nice mix of the run and the pass, and has Lakeland on their heels.
And out of the huddle come the Mid-Valley Spartans deep in Lakeland territory. Football is at the 12-yard line. And now they'll go with the running game, and they try to go up the middle and advance the football to about the 10.
A lot of shifting and moving, a lot of misdirection with Mid-Valley's offense. So far has Lakeland on its heels.
Second down and about 7 yards to go for the Mid-Valley Spartans, threatening here in the opening moments of today's game at Spartan Stadium. Brandon Wallow will set the line of scrimmage. Wallow will hand it off, and there's a inside handoff to Munley, and he'll take it into the end zone with 10 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. And just like that, Mid-Valley moves down the field, and they take a 6-0 lead over Lakeland.
I had everybody fooled, including me, guys.
Great call inside, and then the handoff up the middle to Munley. That is big for Mid-Valley to get the lead early, get the momentum, get their crowd into the game, and exactly what Jeff Wilczek didn't want to see happen.
Reisner for the point after out of the hold of Fumey. And here's the set. And the kick is blocked by Lakeland. And there's a break in the action here at Spartan Stadium. 10-13 to play first quarter. 6-0 Mid-Valley on Adams Cable High School Football.
Tonkin Auto Supply, your Napa dealer in Carbondale, has been serving the area for over 36 years with the largest inventory of automotive replacement parts and accessories. Experience Napa know-how with knowledgeable customer service from Glenn Garth and the staff at Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale. Your Napa know-how, folks.
Napa know-how, Napa know-how, Napa know-how, Napa know-how.
The Gabriel family and the staff at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated of Carbondale send best wishes to our local athletes and teams for a successful season. In your time of need, call 282-1219 for the ultimate in professional service from Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Carbondale.
Welcome back to Spartan Stadium, where Mid-Valley has a 6-0 lead over Lakeland with 10-13 to play here in the first quarter. Reisner will kick it off. Short kick. It bounces at the 35, caught by an up back from Lakeland.
Lakeland very fortunate again.
He was smart to fall on it, though, Nick. That was better there. They kept possession.
Yeah, he actually stumbled, and he's just lucky that ball bounced into him.
That was Garrett Corner Usher falling on the football at the 35.
Lakeland's going to have to make an adjustment on that kick return team. Their second wave of guys is way too deep.
Now Lakeland will go to work from its own 35-yard line with a first down and 10 And Perino will hand it off, and this play is stopped cold at the line of scrimmage for no gain as the Mid-Valley defense stacks up Eric Furco.
An inside trap handoff there. Came out 2 bullbacks that you see Carbondale used to run a lot of.
The Mid-Valley defense, Matt Stankevich at left end, Jason Klein at right end, R.J. Powell at left tackle, and Tom Melandry at nose tackle. On second down and about 9, wide pitch. It will go to Lowry. Strung out, he turns it upfield and takes the football to the 40. The outside linebackers are Brandon Wallow and Colin Mundley, James Urso in the middle, Joe Shilak at left corner, Austin Mazirek at right corner, Zach Fumey at strong safety, and Colin Hazelton at free safety.
And, of course, for Lakeland, Steve, there's no reason to panic. It's early in the game. You run your offense. You don't need to get out of what has been successful for you this year. So just a, standard methodical drive is all Lakeland's looking for here.
3rd down and 6, Lakeland from its own 39-yard line. And now we have a timeout call by the Chiefs with 9:09 remaining in the first. And Lakeland trails 6-0 to Mid-Valley on Adams Cable High School football.
A trip to Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale means you get confidence and peace of mind knowing that your vehicle is repaired by qualified technicians. Jerry's offers brand name tires and wheel alignment, brake service, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and Pennsylvania safety inspection and emissions testing. Call 282-TIRE or visit their website jerrystire@gmail.com. For dependable, efficient service, visit Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale.
Welcome back to Spartan Stadium alongside Dave Serra, Nick Homick, and producer Anthony Cook. Steve Young here. 3rd down and 6 for Lakeland from its own 39-yard line, as it will be a shotgun formation for Nico Perino, and Perino will drop back, a little swing pass near side. And for the Lakeland Chiefs, they're going to break this one open, and this is Michael Romano heading for the first down, and it looks like he has it across the 45-yard line.
Well, that was right, Nick. That's a lateral. If that ball is dropped, that's a fumble.
That goes as a run, but I'll tell you what, though, I thought that was going to Pigeon, and Romano's got some wheels on him.
Yes, he does.
That's a lot of shifty moves there to pick up a first down.
Well, he got them, the 3rd down, Nick, he got them a fresh set of downs. So that play, could turn out to be big to get their offense going and, pick up a crucial 3rd down.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't make a living on going inside, though, with some of those boys in there.
And it is Lakeland with a 1st down and 10 from its own 46. They'll keep it on the ground, and there goes Mike Lowry straight up the middle for a 1st down at the 39-yard line of Mid-Valley.
And you can see it right there, guys. That's what Lakeland's going to do to you. Mid-Valley, really what just has to happen is bend but don't break defense. You hear it a lot. Lakeland's going to have their runs. They're just too far explosive. But Mid-Valley's, shown some signs of stopping them early, too.
Mike Lowry is kind of the unsung hero of this offense. 7 touchdowns on the year, 2 two-point conversions, and a total of 46 points scored. 1st down and 10, the Chiefs operating from the Mid-Valley 39. Nico Perino will send Pigeon in motion. They'll go with the running attack. And here comes Mike Lowry to the near side, and Lowry plows to the 31-yard line of Mid-Valley.
You could see the difference.
The size.
Mike Lowry from his sophomore and junior years, who was a good running back then. But you can just see he's a man now and knows this offense inside and out, knows how to set up his blockers, and knows when to get down and get what he can.
Lakeland on the move, trailing 6-0 with 7:51 to play here in the first quarter. Great to have you on board tonight for Adams Cable High School football, as Perino will send Romano in motion to the far side. Quick hitter on the trap play, and that is Furco plowing to the Mid-Valley 28-yard line.
One other quick note about Lowry, you'll notice from last week's game, he's got that cast off, which is a big thing for a running back.
Oh, definitely.
You don't have to carry the ball in the same hand all the time, and that's a big thing for him.
So Lakeland now with a new set of downs at the Spartan 28-yard line. As Mid-Valley came out with a short kickoff, they recovered it and marched right downfield and scored against the Lakeland defense. Now Lakeland with a 1st down and 10.
Trips right,
and
Steve.
Perino will look to throw. Far side, it goes to Pigeon. Pigeon with some running room and then is tackled at the 25-yard line.
Little rocket screen there.
Well, Matt Pigeon with he's third in Division III in receiving, 9 touchdowns, 25 receptions for about 442 yards this season. And Lakeland will talk it over in the huddle. Good crowd on hand for this season finale here at Mid-Valley. Beautiful football field also. Isn't that grass perfect?
I think it's fantastic.
Great complex here as Mike Lowry will take the handoff and draws a crowd after a short game, trying to go around right end.
When you pulled into this stadium and they put that field house up a few years ago, it's such a beautiful complex, not only with the football and the track facility here, but the baseball field is right, literally right here, and so is the softball field. It's almost like a complex you see in like Florida or something. Everything right here.
Third down and about 3 yards to go. Lakeland with the football, operating from the Mid-Valley 21-yard line.
Steve, you were still doing games when they used to play at Fern Hill, right?
Oh, yeah, we were there. And they didn't have a press box.
No.
I did it on scaffolding one time. There is a long down-court pass, or downfield pass to Pigeon for the touchdown.
Great throw.
How about
Great
that?
throw over the shoulder, Steve. Great toss and pitch and catch right there.
And that Mid-Valley had perfect coverage. I think it was double covered.
Matt Pigeon just came up with a way to get open for the 21-yard touchdown. And now the try for the point after by Wesley Strong, who has 30 extra points on the season, out of the hold of Nico Perino. Here it is.
Yikes. Kicked it.
And Lakeland has taken a 1-point lead over Mid-Valley, 7-6 with 5:50 to play here in the first on Adams Cable High School Football.
Mix Excavating and Paving of Carbondale is committed to providing professional service in residential and commercial excavating, land clearing and demolition, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Enhance your property with new paving and seal coating, mulch, or stone. For expert service on your next project, count on Mix Excavating and Paving Carbondale.
Each team has had the football and each team has scored, and Lakeland has taken a 1-point lead over Mid-Valley, 7-6 with 5:50 to play here in the first quarter at Spartan Stadium. And Lakeland now will tee it up and kick off to Mid-Valley, and it will be Wesley Strong to kick it off for the Chiefs. This is a high end-over-end kick. It will be angled to the far side, and from the 11-yard line, this will be the return by Larry Reisner of Mid-Valley, and Mid-Valley will go to work trailing by 1 against the Lakeland defense.
And Steve, you saw the athleticism like we spoke about before the game, how fast, a little 3-4 step drop by Perino and then hitting Pigeon in the corner of the end zone, perfectly thrown ball, and you see how fast he did that little 20-yard dash, and you see the result, the touchdown. Lakeland now with the lead, and we'll see if Mid-Valley can answer.
As the Spartans will go to work from their own 22-yard line, first down and 10.
Officials timeout.
And Nick, you talk about Fern Hill grounds. Did a game there with Joe Thomas.
Really?
Yeah, Joe and I did a game there one Saturday afternoon. We were on scaffolding high above the bleachers.
I remember you guys calling a game there. I think Greg Hine was the running back for Lakeland.
Yeah.
And he got tackled in a mud puddle, and they said that was all you could see of the number.
Yeah.
And obviously Lakeland, as you see tonight, is in all white, and they think they've been in all white since I can ever remember.
Well, we like that because makes our job very easy. And a short run by Mid-Valley to the 24-yard line.
And, of course, Steve, they're going to get their main man, Zach Fumey, in there, 1,137 yards, leading the conference, and he's got to have a big night for them to come up and take out Lakeland.
Almost 2,500 career rushing yards for Zach Fumey. And now it will be the running attack by Mid-Valley, and they try to go to Fumey, and he struggles just to get to the 25-yard line for a very short gain up the middle. And it's going to be a third down play for the Mid-Valley Spartans on the short end of a 7-6 score with 4:49 to play here in the first quarter. Yeah, this is a very dangerous Mid-Valley team. They're averaging about 24.5 points per ball game. That is third in Division III behind number 1 Dunmore, and 300 total yards of offense. The Lakeland defense has been very stingy this year, allowing only about 11.5 points per ball game. That's third in Division III. Third down and 7 for Mid-Valley. They want to throw, and this pass is overthrown. It's incomplete.
Looked like a little miscommunication there. Receiver one way, the ball went another. So, punt coming up. 3 and out is not what you want to answer the touchdown. But again, you know, the defenses are both ranked second and third. Mid-Valley's got to make sure in their defense they put a stop on Lakeland.
Brandon Wallow will be in punt formation from his own 15-yard line. 2 are deep for Lakeland. Wallow just gets it away. This is a kick with a lot of hang time, but short. It will bounce out of bounds near, let's check where the spot will be, possibly the 47. And Lakeland will have excellent field position in Mid-Valley territory at the 47-yard line with a first down and 10.
You were right on that, Steve, right at the 47.
Great hash marks here at the
it's a
at
beautiful
Mid-Valley.
place to watch a game. Really.
It sure is. It's just a beautiful facility. Dave Serra, when we got here early, we were here around 5 o'clock, and you know, if Dave had a fedora on, he would have looked like Tom Landry strolling back and forth on the field.
I can definitely see that.
He's all dressed up in the suit.
A lot of class with Dave comes to the games. Really, dresses to the nines.
Nico Perino on the handoff to Lowry. Lowry around the right side, sheds a tackler and dishes out some punishment and plows to the 42-yard line of the Spartans.
Dave, they always say you wear many hats.
Well,
we got to get you a fedora.
We got to start. Tell you what, now here's the thing. If you're Mid-Valley now, Nick, you know Lakeland's putting together 5, 6, 7, 8 yards a pop here. Lowry's been running up and down. You got to firm up here if you're Mid-Valley. You don't want Lakeland to run back down on you and score. So crucial drive here for the Mid-Valley defense.
Oh, totally agree with you, with Dave. You know, but here's the thing: what do? You stack guys in a box because Lakeland's just going to come out and throw the ball there.
Perino, quick hitter. Furco spins inside the 40-yard line. Well, you just don't know who's going to come at you. Are you going to get the power running game of Furco, Mike Lowry? And, of course, we have not seen Cy Babcock run the football yet in this football game.
Not a bad luxury to have as your number 2 back.
And maybe now, Nick, as we said, Lakeland's line, you know, Reeves 222, Nanowitz 231, Eddie Cavalier 270. They're a little bit bigger than Mid-Valley on the offensive line, so.
Third down and 2, the Chiefs from the Spartan 39. Quick hitter, Furco banging away, full speed ahead to the 19-yard line.
Somebody better alert everybody in the valley. There's a runaway truck coming. Yikes. And he has been, kind of a forgotten man in this backfield. I don't want to say that. I mean, he opens a lot of the holes that those other running backs go through. But last year, we saw him go for almost 200 yards in a game, don't forget. So he has the ability to carry the load, too.
Well, right now, this game reminds me of an old Big 11 clash between Mid-Valley and Lakeland. Power running as Lakeland will look at first down and 10 from the Mid-Valley 20. There's the toss play. And it is Mike Lowry carrying for the Chiefs to the 16-yard line.
So I'll put it to you guys. If you're the defensive coordinator right now for Mid-Valley, what do you focus on? Who do you focus on?
Tough call.
How many different men have touched the ball? David, you would know this probably.
4 different guys.
Four different guys already have touched the ball for Lakeland.
Yeah. And of course, I think you've got, if you're Dave Rebar, you got to put everybody up. You can't.
And Babcock hasn't even been in the game yet.
Right. Right, averaging 9 yards a carry.
So, go ahead.
Well, he's got everybody up, Nick.
2nd and 6, Lakeland from the Mid-Valley 16-yard line. And it will be a timeout called by Lakeland with 1:41 to play here in the first, and the Chiefs leading Mid-Valley 7-6 on Adams Cable High School football.
The White's Crossing Sports Shop, Canaan Street in Carbondale, is the leading authority for the outdoors in northeastern Pennsylvania. They carry a full line of archery accessories, hunting and reloading supplies, live bait, and a variety of fishing tackle. The White's Crossing Sports Shop is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. Call 282-4699 or log on to their website at whitescrossing.com. Finding that unique seasonal outdoor item has never been easier with help from Tom and the staff at the White's Crossing Sports Shop.
Well, it's a great time of the year if you are an outdoorsman. Archery season is in full swing. Hunting, fishing, everything going on right now. If you need a fishing license, a hunting license, you know where to get it, the White's Crossing Sports Shop. And if you need any repairs, give Tom Prodzik a call at the White's Crossing Sports Shop. They do it all, and they have it all for you. It is second down and about 6 yards to go. Lakeland from the Mid-Valley 16-yard line. Perino will hand it off. Mike Lowry looking for an opening. Lowry lowers the shoulder and hammers inside the 10-yard line of Mid-Valley. Nice run by Mike Lowry.
First and goal, Steve, and again, like Nick was saying, Mike Lowry's up to 6'2", 205. You guys have been covering him for years. He's put weight on. He's gotten stronger, faster. Very dangerous running back in the Lakeland offense, and really in the whole league. You're seeing it tonight.
I mean, in my opinion, I think him playing defense this year, believe it or not, has helped his running style.
Here comes Lakeland, averaging 34 points a ball game with a new set of downs. First and goal from the 9, and Furco plows forward close to the goal line, and he's caught at the 1. Well, Eric Furco right up the middle, so good play calling here by Jeff Wasilchak of Lakeland, inside, outside. And now Lakeland knocking on the door with a big opportunity, leading 7-6 with under 1 minute to play here in the first quarter, and the football resting on the 1-yard line of Mid-Valley. Nico Perino has an I formation in the backfield, and Perino will hand it off to Furco, and he goes into the end zone off left tackle for the touchdown. And Lakeland has taken a 13-6 lead over Mid-Valley.
Methodical, Nick.
Yeah,
and power.
Right.
Just power running right up the middle by Lakeland. And Wesley Strong is on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Perino. And the kick is blocked by Mid-Valley. Now they got a hand on it, and there's a break in the action with 42 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's Lakeland 13 and Mid-Valley 6 on Adams Cable High School football.
When you need electrical service, put your project in the capable hands of Lieber & Bonham Electrical Contractors of Clark Summit. Lieber & Bonham Electrical Contractors have the technology to make your facility energy efficient. They also specialize in automation and control, design, maintenance, installation, troubleshooting, and repair of commercial and industrial electrical systems. Lieber & Bonham Electrical Contractors provide reliable 24-hour emergency service. For dependable electrical service, rely on the professionals at Lieber & Bonham Electrical Contractors, Carbondale Road, Clark Summit.
Welcome back to Spartan Stadium alongside Dave Serra, Nick Homick, and producer Anthony Cook. Steve Young here. With 42 seconds to play in the first quarter, Lakeland has taken a 13-6 lead over Mid-Valley as Lakeland has scored on their first 2 possessions. Now they will tee up the football and kick off to Mid-Valley. And it will be Wesley Strong to do the honors for Lakeland. And here is your kick. Line drive shot, bouncing around. It's picked up by an upback. He will toss it to the man who was looking to return the football. And for Mid-Valley, we don't have him listed on Colin Hazelton on the return for Mid-Valley. And the Mid-Valley Spartans, trailing in this football game, will go to work. First down and 10 from their own 32-yard line.
And, Steve, what's happening is, the Dunmore game a few weeks ago, they had the early 3-0 lead, and that was it for the rest of the night. So, clearly, you don't want this to be shaping up like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago against Dunmore.
And Brandon Wallow, the senior quarterback, will look to hand it off inside, and they do. And getting the football is Joe Shylock, the sophomore tailback, who has 9 touchdowns on the year and over 500 yards rushing. And that was a pretty good run right up the middle as he advances the football to the Mid-Valley 39.
And his grandfather, that many of you out there, a little older folks would know, his grandfather, Nestor Shylock, one of the most beloved sports figures in all of Lackawanna County, World Series, Major League Baseball umpire, wonderful man, loved by all, a true gentleman. And his grandson here, Joe, might need to be touching the ball a little more because they've got Zach Fumey bottled up on a couple of carries. He only has 4 yards, so you stop Zach Fumey here at the end of the quarter, you stop Mid-Valley.
And that is the end of the first quarter of play as Lakeland leads Mid-Valley 13-6 on Adams Cable High School football.
What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team in NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS, Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7.
Second quarter just getting underway here at Mid-Valley, where Lakeland leads the Spartans 13-6. And Mid-Valley will look at second down, and they will go with the running game, and they try to go off right tackle for a short gain across the 40 out to the 42-yard line.
Little fullback dive play has been working. First down for the Spartans, Steve.
As they will sustain the drive by virtue of the first down. So a great night for football. Boy, what a crowd on hand for this football game here in Week 10. As Mid-Valley will talk it over in the huddle. Colin Hazelton will check in with the lineup from head coach Dave Rebar, now in his fourth year here at Mid-Valley. 7th year overall coaching. He coached at Riverside. And this will be a running play. And it will, looked as though Colin Munley was going to be caught in the backfield and takes the football to the 45-yard line after he broke a tackle.
Well, the Lakeland defense was disciplined. Everybody stayed home. Munley did well to pick up 3-4 yards, Steve.
Just about a minute gone by here in quarter number 2. On this Friday night, second down and 7 yards to go for the Mid-Valley Spartan offense. As they will talk it over. And up to the line of scrimmage they come. Brandon Wallow will hand it off, and this will be Munley with the football. Big hole, and he hammers inside the 50-yard line, caught very close to a first down. Let's check where the spot will be. It will be at the 49 of Lakeland.
A yard short.
And this will be a third down and about a yard to go for the Mid-Valley Spartan offense.
So if you're Dave Rebar, you're telling your guys, we need to get a yard here. Might be in 2-down territory. My guess is, Steve, if he doesn't get it, he's probably going to go for it so he can keep a little momentum on his side.
3rd and 1. And this will be Wallow wrapped up on the play for a loss to the 45-yard line of Mid-Valley.
Well, not now, Nick. Your 4th and 6 is a lot, so great defense by Lakeland.
That really just looked a little mishmash from the start. I don't know if left side knew a different cadence, but it seemed like they all got off a lot quicker. And the quarterback kind of turned around. Nobody was there.
Right. Got a punt.
That's a smart play to punt here, I think.
He's still in it. You want to make sure, but you got to get a good punt. The 25-yard punt the last time, gave Lakeland the ball, on the Mid-Valley side, gave them a short field. So you want to get a good punt off here. Brandon Wallow.
Wallow will get a short punt away. It will bounce at the 37 and goes out of bounds.
Lakeland very, very fortunate that they didn't get called for 12 men on the field.
Illegal substitution.
Well, that was close.
I have to be honest, I don't know how the ref didn't call the flag because he ran right past him. He was still up on the numbers by the time he got off the field, or by the time they snapped the ball.
They don't have a play clock here.
No, I did notice that, yeah. And, not every school does either. They do keep the play clock on the field. I think the back judge.
But it's nice when they do have it.
Sure.
They have it at Western Wayne,
Sure.
and that is a very good luxury. So Lakeland will go to work offensively. First down and 10 from its own 36, leading 13-6 with 9:24 to play in the first half. And there's the handoff to Cy Babcock. Babcock with running room and is tripped up at the 48-yard line, and he has another Lakeland first down.
Well, first time he touched it, first down. Again, that's why he's averaging 9 yards a carry.
I hope you have a lot of ink in the pen that you're using there, Mr. Sarah.
Well, like we said on the, his backs are fresh. When you have 4 or 5 guys that can run the ball, this is late in the season. Guys get beat up. There's no buys in high school football. Even these high school, they get tired. So when you have fresh backs, you can rotate in and out of there. Big advantage for Lakeland.
Fresh legs is a huge thing for any of these kids.
Matt Pigeon will be wide on the top of your screen as Perino will look to throw. Perino with the rush on, and this pass was almost picked up, but Lakeland will have it. Out on the far side of the field, that looked like Babcock on the reception, and he's very close to another Lakeland first down.
You hit the nail right on the head. Very fortunate that wasn't a pick six.
Yes.
He double clutched it, and I get it. I mean, he did have pressure right away, and it was only a quick pass anyway. But I mean, that's just something if you're Nico Perino, you just got to kind of have to eat it. It's easy for us to say up here, though.
Well, he was cool under pressure and completed the pass to keep the drive going for Lakeland from the 41-yard line of Mid-Valley. This time they'll go with the running attack for a short gain as Mid-Valley shuts it down. We'll update you on some high school football scores coming up shortly as Anthony Cook, our producer, will fire up the new technology. Well, actually, Nick could even fire up the new technology.
I don't really have a lot of feeling in my hands right now.
Yeah, we'll take care of it in here.
Hey, Anthony's got to earn his keep down there for the concessions. I'm teasing, of course. But
13-6 your score as we near 8 minutes to play in the first half. Lakeland 2nd and 7 from the Spartan 38. Perino on the handoff. This is Babcock strung out on the play. Babcock will try to turn it upfield and then is cut down. A great open field tackle by the Mid-Valley Spartans, Joe Shilak.
They extended the play really good, and the thing is, you still pick up, there's positive yardage. Every play Lakeland's running has been positive, but there, Joe Shilak saved a very big play by stringing it out to the sideline, making the tackle. 3rd and 6.
As Lakeland will talk things over in the huddle. Lackawanna trail with a 7-0 lead over Montrose in the second quarter. Delaware Valley leading Abington Heights 6-0. That is the second quarter score. Dunmore 15, Old Forge 0 in the second. Third down play, Nico Perino rolling out, looking downfield, passes just underthrown on the far side.
And that's a tough throw for a quarterback. When you're thrown against your body on the run, and 4th and 6. Lakeland has some options to probably go for this here, and they were going to take a shot on a throw. I can see that.
Scranton Prep up over North Pocono 7-0 in the second. Now it is 4th down and about 6 for Lakeland with the football resting on the Spartan 37. And Lakeland will go for it.
With Perino, you got the run-pass option here, which is, again, it's a big advantage for Jeff Wasilchak on a play like this on a 4th and 6.
And Perino will send Babcock in motion. And a snap goes over the hands of Perino. He lost it. The ball is loose. Mid-Valley is recovered at the 48-yard line.
They might get a couple extra yards tacked on here. I think he had a hold on Lakeland as well.
Snap was a little high, and
well, out of the shotgun, it was just a high snap, and you're right, Nick, the holding call declined by Mid-Valley.
Well, they want to keep the ball.
R.J. Powell recovered for Mid-Valley, and the Spartans dodge a bullet. And with 6:57 remaining in the first half and Mid-Valley trailing 13-6, they will go on the offensive attack from their own 48, 1st down and 10.
Super huge play for Mid-Valley. Again, they're hanging around. Only 13-6. A lot of time in the quarter to run your offense down.
And here is Wallow rolling out, and he's in trouble, and Rob Bamba wraps him up. That's a big loss on the play.
It's a loss of 8, Steve. Rob Bamba, great coverage. And what he did there, what Wallow did there, he didn't try to throw it, didn't turn it over. sometimes, Nick, as you know, you just got to take the sack as a quarterback.
No, that's a smart play.
Smart play there.
I mean, yeah, it puts you in a second and long, but it's better than a turnover.
Exactly.
Now second down and about 18 yards to go, Mid-Valley from its own 40. As Wallow will look to hand it off, and he hands it off, and the Lakeland defense shuts this running play down for another loss. Back to the 37-yard line.
It's like an inside reversal.
So this Lakeland defense that has been very, very stingy this year, allowing only 11.5 points a ball game.
Well, I'll tell you what Lakeland's defense is doing. With this wing T, a lot of misdirection, a lot of
Mid-Valley's
traps
offense.
things like that. What Lakeland's doing is just getting penetration and is blowing everything up before it has time to get it rolling.
Third down and 20 for Mid-Valley from its own 38-yard line. Wallow will hand it off, and coming to the near side and going nowhere is Joe Shylock.
Again, you're getting your end upfield if you're Lakeland.
Yep.
And he might have not made the tackle, but he slowed him up enough that the inside out guys are coming making a play.
And not only that, Nick, here they had to go all the way to the Lakeland 42. So now you're punting, instead of punting from midfield, you're punting it from your 26-yard line. Lakeland could end up getting good field position out of this where they really shouldn't have.
Wallow fielded
Partially
that like a
tipped,
third baseman as it hit the turf, and a high snap. It hits a Mid-Valley player and gets a Lakeland roll and is downed at the 49-yard line.
See, it hit the Lakeland player at the 43. That ball should be at the 43.
Player.
Yeah, that should be down at the 43. That's where it hit the
See if
Mid-Valley
it comes
player.
back. I think the official is going to mark it at the Lakeland 43.
Either way, it's a 7 or 8 yard difference, but that's what Dave Rebar did not want to happen. He wanted to get positive yardage there, and he didn't. And now Lakeland's got the ball at midfield with a chance with 4 minutes. They can take their time and run it in. This is the one thing that you didn't want the Spartans didn't want to happen.
Really, kudos to Lakeland's defense. I mean, for really just.
Football will be marked at the 49 of Mid-Valley. First down and 10, the Chiefs. Nico Perino on a handoff, flag on the play. 13-6 if you're just tuning in to the radio broadcast. Lakeland, your leader, with 4:53 to play in the first half. Lakeland called for a legal procedure. 5-yarder will set the football at the 46 of the Chiefs and bring up 2nd and 15.
Well, it always seems to be the way we have a mistake-free first quarter, then the penalties fly in the second.
Yeah.
It really, it's comical.
And Michael Romano will check in with the play from the far sideline, and head coach Jeff Wasilchak in his 19th year, 163 wins, his 9th season at Lakeland with 65 wins. First down for the Chiefs, and Furco takes the football, and Furco, dishing out punishment, drives to the 40-yard line of Mid-Valley. Well, Eric Furco, 6 foot, 228 pounds coming at you.
Guy's built like Earl Campbell.
He sure is, and boy, if you're a defender, when he lowers that shoulder coming at you, you have to wonder, should I try to take him on head first or get out of the way?
Well, 14 yards. It took 3 guys to get him down, so now you're 2nd and short. You're 1st and 15, and Chiefs can do anything they want now.
2nd down for the Chiefs. Perino sets them down. Furco will dot the I formation. It will be Babcock tripped up on a great defensive play by the Mid-Valley Spartans, Jason Klein.
There's your penetration that you got to, when you got running backs as good as Lakeland, you better hit them early, slow them up, and that was a huge play for Mid-Valley.
Great job by Klein, not allowing Cy Babcock to get some speed going, and Lakeland now loses yardage as they will look down the barrel of 3rd and 4 from the Mid-Valley 43. It will be Michael Romano, a wide out on the far side, and an I formation behind Perino. Perino on the handoff, and Babcock lost his footing in the backfield and hits the deck.
He's just really having trouble getting going today.
Yeah.
One play, the first play he carried the ball 10 yards, and since then, nothing.
Punting unit will come on for Lakeland. Sebastian Brudicki will await the punt for Mid-Valley at his own 20-yard line. And there's the punt by Romano. High spinner. It will bounce at the 20-yard line. Rolling. And then is finally dead at the 11-yard line. And with 3 minutes remaining, the Mid-Valley Spartan offense will come onto the football field trailing 13-6 against Lakeland. Well, week 10 already, Nick. Can you believe it? Boy, the season sure does move quickly. You know, you get into the first couple of games early in September, you know, it's nice out, and then suddenly it seems like somewhere near the end of September till this week, this last week of October, it just goes by so fast.
Yeah, every year.
And Mid-Valley will go with the ground game, and Lakeland is all over it.
As they have been all night, Steve.
Yeah, Lakeland has played a great defensive game thus far. Zach Fiume, leading rusher in Division III of the Lackawanna Football Conference this season. Boy, what a career he has had. 2nd down and 8 for Mid-Valley as they break the huddle, operating from their own 14-yard line. Wallow will hand it off, and they pick up a couple of yards off right tackle, and that's about all. Not much there. So a quick-moving first half of football here at Spartan Stadium.
Now Lakeland should be calling there. They should be calling timeout to save some clock here to make Mid-Valley punt. So smart move by Lakeland head coach Jeff Wasilczyk.
That should be their final timeout.
Yeah, he used 2 already.
I think that was a timeout though by Mid-Valley. So with 2:05 remaining in the first half, it is 13-6. Lakeland on Adams Cable High School football.
When your car does this. Call us first.
Every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. That's the motto at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale. In an accident, remember, it is your car and your choice to choose your repair center. Call Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale, well known for integrity, safety, and craftsmanship. For more information concerning your rights and the 10 things you need to know before having your car repaired, go to their website, bestonsautobody.com. Good luck to all area teams from Tony, Mike, Jeff, and the staff at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Gordon Avenue, Carbondale.
The action continues from the 50-yard line with Nick, Glenn, and Steve on Channel 7 High School Football.
Mid-Valley wants to throw, and this pass is incomplete. It's a sack, or let's check that word, sack, as Wallow dropped back, and Lakeland just came in and nailed him for a loss. And now the punting team will come on as Wallow will be punting from his own end zone.
He's got to get it out, Steve. He's got to get the ball across that line of scrimmage, or Lakeland's
field position has been big in this first half for Lakeland. Wallow from his own goal line, looking for a good snap. And a long count. Wallow gets away a good line drive shot, but it's short. And Lakeland is going to fall out at the 30.
Why would you even do that?
That's a good question.
Oh, somebody is going to be furious on that sideline.
That was Babcock falling on the football. Yeah, you just let it roll.
I don't think it was. Was it? No, there was one of their blockers. First of all, the ball's going away from you, and you're running after it and trying to get on it. It's not a live ball.
Yeah, you just let it go.
You're going to come out of it no worse than at the 35 at the worst. You're at the 30 now.
So Lakeland will go to work with a 1st down and 10 from the Mid-Valley 30. Perino out of the gun, looking downfield, and
tell me he caught.
Is that a great catch in the end zone for the touchdown?
Unreal.
How about that? Matt Pigeon with the touchdown for 30 yards.
How fast is this kid?
He's a weapon.
Wow, that is something.
That looked like that was overthrown by 5-6 yards.
What a great set of hands as Matt Pigeon comes up with the touchdown catch from Nico Perino, 30 yards, and Lakeland now has a 19-6 advantage.
That's the danger in giving them the ball back with the short field, not moving, not getting the punt off.
Wesley Strong for the point after, and it is no good. And with $1:13 to play in the first half, Lakeland leads it 19-6 over Mid-Valley on Adams Cable High School football.
Before or after the game, enjoy pizza from Dominic's Pizza with locations on Main Street, Carbondale, and Washington Avenue in German. Their many varieties of delicious pizza means there's always an old favorite or a new tasty treat. Check out their menu of favorites including subs, hot wings, chicken parm, stromboli, cheesesteaks, and much more. Order by calling Dominic's Pizza in Carbondale at 570-282-5128 or Dominic's in German at 570-876-5858 with delivery service available. For the best pizza, wings, classic subs, and more, visit Dominic's Pizza of Carbondale in German.
I still can't believe he caught that ball. I'm sorry.
That was a great catch.
Just dumbfounded.
It's amazing.
But it's like the pass that almost got picked off for the pick six, and that one, it didn't. So,
Strong to kick off, line drive kick, bouncing around, and it will be returned from the 10-yard line. And up to the 25-yard line. And Mid-Valley will bring its offensive unit onto the football field and try to generate some kind of an offensive attack. As they got off to a great start, they scored on their opening possession to take a 6-0 lead, but since that time, Lakeland has dominated.
Yeah, really, Mid-Valley just got caught in a perfect storm right there in that last series. I mean, they had negative yardage on downs.
Yes.
Punted, one play, Lakeland touchdown.
The last two series they went backwards.
Yeah.
Senior quarterback Brandon Wallow will run the offense, and Wallow will hand it off as they go with the ground game. And getting the call, Zach Fumey, the fullback, and he moves it out to the 29-yard line. Under 1 minute remaining here in first half action at Mid-Valley. Austin Mazurek will bring in the play from the near sideline, and head coach Dave Rebar. 2nd down and 9 for the Mid-Valley Spartan offense from its own 27. Wallow will keep the football. Late pitch, great catch, and this play will be forced out of bounds as Munley did a good job to catch the football on the pitch and then was forced out of bounds by the Lakeland defense.
Well, dangerous play to run toward the end of the quarter. You want your quarterback handling it on the option, which is inherently tricky. So 3rd and 5.
One of the first times I think Mid-Valley's run the option tonight, right?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing it earlier, but 26 seconds. You give it to your best player. He's been your main man all year. See if he can bust one for you. So you're gonna fight to the end of the half, and Zach Fiume we know has breakaway speed, breakaway power. Maybe he can pop one for him.
Spartans will talk it over in the huddle and face 2nd and 7 from the 31-yard line, their own 31. As Brandon Wallow will go off the play fake. Wallow will keep, turns it upfield, and then runs into a host of white shirts near the 33-yard line. As the final 15 seconds will tick away here at Spartan Stadium.
Oh, that should be it.
And that should just about do it for first half action.
Yeah, Lakeland can't stop the clock, and Mid-Valley definitely doesn't want to punt to them.
No.
And that will bring an end to the first half here at Spartan Stadium, as Lakeland holds a 19-6 advantage over Mid-Valley here at halftime. Well, guys, an interesting first half of football and a quick moving game at that. But Nick, Mid-Valley got out to that quick start, and you thought they were going to have the momentum, but from that point on, it was all Lakeland.
Oh, they certainly capitalized on Lakeland's mistake. Put 6 points on the board, and and they've still been hanging around. I mean, they've stopped Lakeland. They made some plays. They made Lakeland go into some, mistake-prone football, which we haven't seen in the past few weeks against them. I mean, Mid-Valley just has to find their identity on offense right now. I mean, they have to get into passive yards. I mean, this last drive right here was probably the most yards they've had since that first drive.
It is halftime here at Spartan Stadium at Mid-Valley with the score Lakeland 19 and Mid-Valley 6. A big second half is still to come here on Adams Cable High School Football.
What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team at NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS, Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7.
There's some cool new stuff out there. Cars that drive themselves, phones that talk to us.
There's a cafe behind you.
And now TV everywhere. That's right, lucky Adams Cable Service customer. Now you can watch channels from your TV package just about anywhere on just about any device. Catch your favorites in the waiting room, coffee shop, break room, the airport, wherever. TV everywhere. It's a cool extra service for no extra cost. Visit adamscable.com and sign up today.
Enjoy the feel of deep, rich luxury. Get the drama of radiant color and experience the timeless beauty, comfort, and durability of carpeting from Tom's Floor Shop & Childs. Tom's Floor Shop offers a large selection of hardwood, laminate, vinyl, ceramic tile, and carpeting on display in their showroom. Rely on Tom's Floor Shop for expert installation. All roads lead to where great floors begin at Tom's Floor Shop. Exit 6 off the Casey Highway in Childs.
When your car does this. Call us first.
Every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. That's the motto at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale. In an accident, remember, it is your car and your choice to choose your repair center. Call Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale, well known for integrity, safety, and craftsmanship. For more information concerning your rights and the 10 things you need to know before having your car repaired, go to their website, bestonsautobody.com. Good luck to all area teams from Tony, Mike, Jeff, and the staff at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Gordon Avenue, Carbondale. The Gabriel family and the staff at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated of Carbondale send best wishes to our local athletes and teams for a successful season. In your time of need, call 282-1219 for the ultimate in professional service from Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Carbondale. The White's Crossing Sports Shop, Canaan Street in Carbondale, is the leading authority for the outdoors in northeastern Pennsylvania. They carry a full line of archery accessories, hunting and reloading supplies, live bait, and a variety of fishing tackle. The White's Crossing Sports Shop is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. Call 282-4699 or log on to their website at whitescrossing.com. Finding that unique seasonal outdoor item has never been easier with help from Tom and the staff at the White's Crossing Sports Shop. Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale is committed to providing professional service in residential and commercial excavating, land clearing and demolition, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Enhance your property with new paving and seal coating, mulch, or stone. For expert service on your next project, count on Nick's Excavating and Paving, Carbondale. Tonkin Auto Supply, your Napa dealer in Carbondale, has been serving the area for over 36 years with the largest inventory of automotive replacement parts and accessories. Experience Napa know-how with knowledgeable customer service from Glenn Garth and the staff at Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale. Your Napa know-how folks.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
A trip to Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale means you get confidence and peace of mind knowing that your vehicle is repaired by qualified technicians. Jerry's offers brand name tires and wheel alignment, brake service, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and Pennsylvania safety inspection and emissions testing. Call 282-TIRE or visit their website jerrystire@gmail.com. For dependable, efficient service, visit Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale. Before or after the game, enjoy pizza from Dominic's Pizza with locations on Main Street, Carbondale, and Washington Avenue in German. Their many varieties of delicious pizza means there's always an old favorite or a new tasty treat. Check out their menu of favorites including subs, hot wings, chicken parm, stromboli, cheesesteaks, and much more. Order by calling Dominic's Pizza in Carbondale at 570-282-5128 or Dominic's in German at 570-876-5858 with delivery service available. For the best pizza, wings, classic subs, and more, visit Dominic's Pizza of Carbondale in German.
Here we go with the second half of play as Lakeland will tee up the football and Wesley Strong for the Chiefs will kick it off, and for the Mid-Valley Spartans on the return, Colin Hazelton wearing number 42 awaiting the kick. So we'll see what changes both head coaches have made. If you're Lakeland offensively or defensively you don't make any, but for Mid-Valley and head coach Dave Rebar, we'll see how things will play out for him in the second half. And Wesley Strong ready to go with second half kickoff here at Spartan Stadium. And here we go. The kick by Strong is a spinner bouncing around at the 20-yard line. Hazelton will pick it up at the 18. Hazelton looking for running room, and then Romano takes him down at the 30-yard line. Michael Romano with a great tackle for the Lakeland special teams. And the Mid-Valley Spartan offense will get the football first down and 10 from its own 30-yard line.
Well, brand new half. It's time to get going, and you can see the young Wesley Strong has a pretty good leg. You can watching him in warm-ups, he was hitting them, so he could be another potential weapon for Lakeland.
From the 30, it is Mid-Valley set to go. Wallow will hand it off, and the handoff will go to Fumey. Fumey across the 40, and then he is dragged down on the play right in front of the Mid-Valley bench by Babcock.
Oh, kind of talked about that.
The quick hitter.
The quick hitter.
Best 12 yards, best run of the night for
Absolutely.
Zach. Yep.
You had a gaping hole over there. I think I could have ran through it.
And that's how you get momentum. You start off the second half with a quick hitter and a first down. A new set of downs for Mid-Valley at the Spartan 43. Up to the line of scrimmage they come. They are set to work as Wallow will hand it off, and this time Fumey is stacked up at the 45-yard line.
That's a 4-yard gain.
Good job.
Well, it's positive. I mean, you saw the couple of those drives at the end of the half. They were Mid-Valley was going backwards, so you got to keep moving forward. You get yourself in manageable. It's down into distance. You can't get behind the chains. You're going to have a bad night. So, need more positive yardage. A guy of his caliber, 3 carries, 3 yards. You're looking, 3rd and 1. You get your first down. So, pretty good start for Mid-Valley here to start the second half, Steve.
Seems as though they're playing with a little bit more intensity also. From the 46, Mid-Valley facing second down and 7 yards to go. Senior quarterback Brandon Wallow will have a man in motion, and he will take the handoff, and that is Shylock around the right side, and Shylock gets it to the 47 before he's caught on the play. So a short pickup by Mid-Valley, and they will be in a 3rd and long.
You have to do it to keep Lakeland honest.
Yes.
But you're going into their strength. Their strength is their outside guys.
Yeah, they're vertical. They're able to. Looks like they're able to cover the whole field a little better this year than we've seen in the past. Again, 2 years ago, this Lakeland, they were 4-6, so he has repaired that, and you can see that's why he's 8-1.
Their athletes are on the outside. Let's face it.
Yep.
I mean, you have your 2 outside backers in Babcock and Lowry. And you have your 2 ends in Bomba and Johnson.
3rd down and 5, and the handoff will go to Colin Munley. 1st down and more inside the Lakeland 40, and then dragged down at the 34 by Pigeon. Big opening, and that is a huge run and another first down for the Mid-Valley Spartan offense.
17 yards.
But on the inside.
On the inside.
Colin Munley around left end.
Colin Munley, a senior.
First down at the Chiefs.
Boy, he can really move when he gets the football, and right now Mid-Valley is on the move. They've got something going here with 9:50 remaining in the third quarter, trailing 19-6. Here they come to the line of scrimmage. And it will be Nick Bauer, a wide out on the top of your screen as Wallow will set them down. And this is Fiume with the football and a penalty marker down on the play. And Fiume fights for yardage inside the 30. Takes a couple of Lakeland defenders along for the ride, but there is a penalty marker on the play.
17, Matt Cushman, right on the play.
And the officials will talk it over. And it will be called against Mid-Valley.
Obviously not a good time to get a penalty when you're driving, you know,
break the momentum.
That's going to hurt a little bit. So it's 10 yards from probably the spot of the foul. So you're looking at a 1st and 20 instead of 1st and 10, and you're
you have that good momentum going, and now the penalty moves the football to the Lakeland 44-yard line.
Well, the good thing
bring
is
up
it's
first and long.
It's a first down penalty, so you're in 4-down territory, I think, as long as you pick up positive yards.
And here
I think you're right, Nick. He is.
The Mid-Valley Spartans up to the line of scrimmage. And Wallow will hand it off, and this is Shylock with the football, and Shylock breaking tackles and is finally caught near the 36-yard line.
So there you go. You're in
got half back. Yep.
You're in 2nd and 10 now. 2nd and 12.
So for the Mid-Valley Spartans, coming out with a little bit more intensity, getting off the football very well here in third quarter action.
They're getting a better push off the offensive line,
sure
Steve,
are.
here earlier in the third quarter, which is really what they needed. And, you know, with 8.5 minutes to go in the third, you still have time.
So evidently Dave Rebar motivated them, and they're starting to move the football much better than they have against Lakeland in the first half. 2nd down play, and this running play will go for short yardage off right tackle. So good defensive effort by Lakeland. Let's check where the spot will be. It's going to be marked at about the 34-yard line.
Rob Bomba with a nice tackle there, rode him down, stopped a big gainer there. So now you're 3rd and 10, and you're clearly in 2-down territory. So very important play in the game for Mid-Valley.
Now Bomba and Johnson have played well for Lakeland this year on defense, along with Dylan Reeves and Eddie Cavalier along that defensive line for the Chiefs. 3rd down and about 10 yards to go. Mid-Valley from the Lakeland 34. Wallow will take the snap, drops back, fires downfield, passes incomplete. Was intended for Colin Hazelton on a slant pattern, and Wallow was forced to unload that football very quickly because the heat was on by the Lakeland defense.
Well defended.
But even there, he didn't have a lot of time.
No.
It was a short drop.
19-6, if you're just tuning into the broadcast, folks. Lakeland, your leaders, 7:46 remaining third quarter. It is week number 10 of high school football. Alongside Dave Serra, Nick Homick, and producer Anthony Cook, Steve Young with you. Great to have you on board tonight. It is 4th down and 10 for Mid-Valley. And Wallow will drop back in the pocket. He dropped the football. It's loose, and Lakeland has recovered.
Well, either way, they were going to get it, Steve. So
yeah,
Coach Rebar took a shot. His quarterback just does not have time to get the ball off, and if you don't have time, you're in trouble.
Kevin Johnson comes up with the loose football. He is 6 foot, 199 pounds, and a senior, and Lakeland will go on offense for the first time here in quarter number 3 with a 19-6 lead, operating 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. As Matt Pigeon will check into the Lakeland lineup.
The penalty killed the drive, Steve.
That broke the momentum, and they were forced into a long yardage situation and just couldn't overcome it. And now Nico Perino out of the shotgun will keep, and he will, or that is Pigeon, I should say, and Pigeon will pick up the first down. Wow, how about that? Wow, Matt Pigeon really doing a great job for Lakeland. He is so quick, guys. We've seen it all year.
Yes.
And what a pleasure to watch.
You put him in that formation, again, there's just so many options that Lakeland has out of that, and it's just tough to defend all those weapons. It's impossible.
Lakeland with a new set of downs from the Mid-Valley 45-yard line. This time Perino will come up under center. Furco will dot the I, and it is Lowry taking the handoff, and he bangs off left tackle to the 43-yard line. Now, Lakeland leads this series overall 19-2. And you take a look at the history of this Lakeland football program. Jerry Wasilchak coached Lakeland from 1965 to 1984. Had 143 wins and 8 conference championships. Dan Case coached Lakeland to 4 District 2 Class AA titles. They've had a lot of winning seasons over the years. 2nd down and 7, the Chiefs from the Mid-Valley 42. The running attack now, it's Babcock. Babcock found a hole inside, and Babcock, still on his feet, fights for yardage and hammers inside the Mid-Valley 30 for another Chief first down.
He only needs a sliver.
Wow.
It's like Gale Sayers. I only need 6 inches of daylight.
That's all he needs. It just seems as though he gets the football and he accelerates so quick. And saw that opening really well also, Nick, and picked up some additional yardage when he made the cut.
And I still think he's really still learning to play the running back position. You know, speed is great, but, you know, you need your blockers out in front. I mean...
Well, we have a break in the action with 6:28 to play in the 3rd quarter, and Lakeland leading Mid-Valley 19-6 on Adams Cable High School football.
A trip to Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale means you get confidence and peace of mind knowing that your vehicle is repaired by qualified technicians. Jerry's offers brand name tires and wheel alignment, brake service, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and Pennsylvania safety inspection and emissions testing. Call 282-TIRE or visit their website jerrystire@gmail.com. For dependable, efficient service, visit Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale.
Back to the gridiron for more Adams Cable High School football.
Welcome back to Spartan Stadium with 6:28 to play here in 3rd quarter action. It is 19-6. Lakeland, your leader.
That's not a good sign. That's Fumey.
Is that Zach Fumey? It's senior night, final home game.
And he's being helped off the field, coming to
heart and soul of the club.
Coming to the near sideline, and he is going to
not put any weight on that leg.
Yeah, that is tough. Tough to watch. Hopefully he will be okay, but he is definitely out of the lineup now for Mid-Valley. From the 29-yard line, 1st down and 10, Lakeland with the football in Mid-Valley territory. And it is Nico Perino on a quick hitter to Furco, and Furco is spun down after he carries the football to the 25-yard line.
5 yards a pop for Eric Furco all night. Just been hard to stop. Positive yardage. He runs downhill, and when you got backs that run downhill, it's tough to bring him down.
2nd down and 6 for the Lakeland Chiefs as they will talk things over in the huddle. Of course, head coach Dave Rebar came over to the bench to check on his star running back, Zach Fumey, who is out of the ball game, being attended to right now. And it will be Nico Perino to set them down. Eric Furco will dot the I formation. Toss play will go to Babcock. Babcock off left tackle with a lot of running room. Inside the 20, inside the 15, still fighting, and then dropped at the 8-yard line.
It's like a pinball.
And he was zigzagging his way off left tackle, and boy, he really wanted that end zone, Nick. Fighting for yardage.
And Tom Melandri saved the touchdown. I mean, there's his last couple carries, 13 yards, 17 yards. Furco with 5. It's must-stop situation for Mid-Valley's defense.
1st down now and goal from the 9-yard line for the Lakeland Chiefs. And it will be Babcock taking the handoff, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage. on that far sideline. Well, it was just good defense that time by the Mid-Valley Spartans as he tried to take it around the left side. So Lakeland will have another opportunity, looking down the barrel of 2nd down and 9 and goal from the 9. 4:55 to play in the third. Lakeland leading Mid-Valley 19-6 as they approach the line of scrimmage. Perino is under center. Perino will take the snap. Back to throw, looking end zone, and it looked like it was caught. It's a touchdown in the left corner of the end zone for Lakeland. And it is
Rob Bomba, third TD of the game.
Rob Bomba, the split end, comes up with the touchdown of 9 yards. Boy, he was just in bounds, Nick, in that left corner.
And the official right on it, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he caught it right in front of him, so.
Lakeland loves that left corner of that end zone. That's where Pigeon caught a touchdown pass, and now Bomba comes up with the touchdown, and it's 25-6 Lakeland. Wesley Strong is on for the point after out of the hold of Perino, and Lakeland now has a 26-6 lead over Mid-Valley with 4:38 to play here in third quarter action on Adams Cable High School Football.
Nix Excavating and Paving of Carbondale is committed to providing professional service in residential and commercial excavating, land clearing and demolition, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Enhance your property with new paving and seal coating, mulch, or stone. For expert service on your next project, count on Nix Excavating and Paving Carbondale.
Back to the gridiron for more Adams Cable High School football.
Welcome back to Mid-Valley with Dave Serra, Nick Homick, and producer Anthony Cook. Steve Young here with 4:38 remaining third quarter. Lakeland now leads Mid-Valley 26-6. Wesley Strong is on to tee up the football for the Chiefs and kick off to the Mid-Valley Spartans. And for Mid-Valley, Colin Hazelton is standing at his own 5-yard line awaiting the kick. Strong will go with a line drive kick bouncing around, and Hazelton will pick it up at the 10. On the return, Hazelton with a seam takes the football out across the 30 to the 32-yard line. That's where Mid-Valley will go to work offensively without their star running back, Zach Fumey, who is on the bench on the near sideline with a leg injury. So we'll see who will replace him in the backfield for the Mid-Valley offense. So this is going to be a tough road now for Mid-Valley without their powerful running back.
You hope it's nothing serious.
Looks like he's done for the night. I mean, he's sitting there.
Yeah.
Now Mid-Valley will hand it off, and they'll go with Shylock, and Shylock hurdles a player. He's out across the 35 and caught at the 37-yard line. Good defensive effort there by Tyler Bilotis, the free safety of Lakeland, making the tackle.
Well, guys have to step up. I mean, they just look over and they got to pick up their teammate. And Joe Shylock and Colin Munley have proven themselves to be capable tonight.
Yeah, they're good quality running backs. Mid-Valley will operate from its own 37, 2nd down, and about 4 yards to go. And this time they will go with the ground game, and this is stopped cold at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Yeah, it was just good defense by Lakeland. It looked like Hazelton on the carry. And now Mid-Valley will be facing 3rd down. Well, Dave Rebar has a lot of experience in football. He was an all-state lineman in Mid-Valley High School back in 1990 and an assistant coach to Frank Pizzalia. He also played for Jim Bagetta at Mid-Valley and was an assistant at Riverside under Steve Armale, as there's a penalty flag on this play, as Mid-Valley will go with the running game, and Shylock carries it out across the 45-yard line.
It's coming back, though. 2-minute motion.
Yeah.
It's not the Canadian League, so it's allowed.
So when you take a look at who Dave Rebar was associated with at Riverside and Pittston area, Steve Armale, a lot of coaching experience. He received a full football scholarship as a defensive lineman to Syracuse University, and Rebar was head coach at Riverside from 2002 to 2005. And while he was at Riverside, he had a record of 19 wins and 24 losses in his 4 seasons at Riverside.
And again, he had them competitive, so he's quietly been around a long time and has done a nice job as a head coach in his 10 years at 2 schools.
And off the play fake, Wallow to throw. Looking downfield, it's overthrown. Pass was intended for Austin Mazirak on the far side of the field, and it goes incomplete.
Just can't hit one, Nick, to get a little... You know, they've tried. It's just that the passing game tonight has not been there, other than the very first drive of the game.
And right now, the football resting on the 33-yard line. And a punting situation for Mid-Valley. Wallow from his own 22. And they are going to punt this, and it will bounce at the 42 and roll out of bounds near the 37-yard line of Lakeland. And the Chiefs, leading 26-6, will take over possession of the football. First down and 10 from that point. 2:50 to play here in the third quarter. Great to have you with us tonight on Adams Cable High School football. So Lakeland will talk things over, and looks like Kevin Johnson will check out of the Lakeland lineup and head to the far side. Matt Pidgeon will come in with the play from Jeff Wasilchak.
And obviously, if you're Lakeland, you take your time, you run your plays.
And Dylan Reeves leads Lakeland to the line of scrimmage. Furco will dot the I. Rhino will hand it off, and this is Babcock, and Babcock goes across the 40 to the 43, coming to the near side of the field. Nice run by the 5'11" junior running back, Cy Babcock.
Tackled by number 55, Jason Klein, and number 75, Tom Melandry. Second 5 Chiefs.
Michael Romano in the game for Lakeland, and he will line up as a wideout on the far side as Perino will face second down. And it will be a handoff to the tailback, and boy, Babcock having a tough time with footing here on the turf at Mid-Valley.
Yeah, the field looks like it's in pretty good shape. I mean, especially for week 10.
It's in excellent shape.
I don't know. I mean, I see soccer lines on their field. I don't know if they play.
I see the soccer lines on the baseball field behind us too, but
yeah,
no,
I
the
see
field
the nets
is
out there too. But the nets are also down in the left-hand corner of this facility as well. Not that soccer chews up the field. I'm just saying it's extra wear and tear. I mean, you know, by it being a multi-purpose field.
At the 43, Lakeland facing third down. Perino, quick hitter, and it goes to Pidgeon. Pidgeon wide open, and he will go all the way for a Lakeland touchdown. How about that?
57 yards.
So I was going to ask
57 yards.
I was going to ask at the end of last segment.
A little inside slant there, Nick.
Yeah, and they did it last week to perfection too. But now that's how many touchdown passes for Nico Perino in the past 2 weeks?
A lot.
5, 6?
He's got 4 tonight.
I know Gross threw one or maybe 2 last week, but 4 tonight.
Well, he's got 14 touchdowns on the season now, and Lakeland has a 32-6 lead over Mid-Valley. Wesley Strong will try for the point after touchdown.
And it was a very simple play that they ran too, a quick slant.
Yep.
Nothing high tech about that.
Well, the receiver gets inside on the D-back with no safety help. There's the
extra point is good, 33-6. Lakeland, your leader, with 1:19 remaining third quarter on Adams Cable High School football.
The White's Crossing Sports Shop, Canaan Street in Carbondale, is the leading authority for the outdoors in northeastern Pennsylvania. They carry a full line of archery accessories, hunting and reloading supplies, live bait, and a variety of fishing tackle. The White's Crossing Sports Shop is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. Call 282-4699 or log on to their website at whitescrossing.com. Finding that unique seasonal outdoor item has never been easier with help from Tom and the staff at the White's Crossing Sports Shop.
Back at Mid-Valley, it is Lakeland leading the Mid-Valley Spartans 33-6 with 1:19 remaining in the third quarter. Well, right now, Lakeland in cruise control, scoring often and easily against this Mid-Valley defense. And once again, it will be Wesley Strong to tee up the football and kick off to the Mid-Valley Spartans. And awaiting the kick for Mid-Valley, it is Colin Hazelton. And once again, here is the kickoff by Strong. And this time he will angle it to the near side of the field. Strong, or I should say Hazelton, on the return. Near side, and he carries the football out across the 35 to the 40-yard line.
Again, good field position for Mid-Valley, Nick. They just got to capitalize. They're getting, they're...
No, I agree. You got to find something that's going to work for you at this point, especially with Fumi out.
Well, they've had manageable positions here.
You're going to have to play. You might have to play without him next week. I mean...
Yeah, I see him sitting there. What a marvelous athlete down here. Credit to Mid-Valley, and hopefully he's going to be okay.
He may be still limited, no matter, even if he does play.
First down for the Mid-Valley offense, and the inside handoff will go to Shylock, and Shylock carries the football to the 45. Good blocking by the right side of the Mid-Valley offensive line. Klein and Urso doing the job for a 5-yard gain on the play. See if we can update you on that Riverside-Carbondale game. We'll have Anthony Cook get things ready. We'll bring you up to date. Second down and 5. The Spartans from their own 45. And there's a handoff to Hazelton. Colin Hazelton shut down at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. And the final 29 seconds will begin to tick away.
Should be the end of the half, or the end of the quarter.
Riverside leading Carbondale, third quarter, 20-6.
Carbondale hanging tough.
Yeah. Scranton Prep shutting out North Pocono, 21-0. That's a third quarter score.
A little surprised at that.
Yeah, I am too.
And Dunmore all over Old Forge, 36-0. That is a third quarter score, and also the end of the third quarter here at Mid-Valley, with Lakeland leading Mid-Valley 33-6 on Adams Cable High School football.
When you need electrical service, put your project in the capable hands of Lieber & Bonham Electrical Contractors of Clark Summit. Lieber & Bonham Electrical Contractors have the technology to make your facility energy efficient. They also specialize in automation and control, design, maintenance, installation, troubleshooting, and repair of commercial and industrial electrical systems. Lieber & Bonham Electrical Contractors provide reliable 24-hour emergency service. For dependable electrical service, rely on the professionals at Lieber & Bonham Electrical Contractors, Carbondale Road, Clark Summit.
There's some cool new stuff out there. Cars that drive themselves, phones that talk to us.
There's a cafe behind you.
And now TV everywhere. That's right, Lucky Adams Cable Service customer. Now you can watch channels from your TV package just about anywhere on just about any device. Catch your favorites in the waiting room, coffee shop, break room, the airport, wherever. TV everywhere. It's a cool extra service for no extra cost. Visit adamscable.com and sign up today.
Welcome back to Mid-Valley, where we are set for fourth quarter action with the Chiefs leading the Spartans 33-6. Mid-Valley facing third down and 4 from its own 45-yard line as Brandon Wallow will set them down, dropping back in the pocket under the gun. This pass is up for grabs and thrown out of bounds on the near side of the field.
He's under duress every time he takes the drop back.
Yeah, there's been just nothing there, the Mid-Valley passing attack tonight. The first one completion all night, and again, sometimes you got to give credit to Nick. This Lakeland defense has been fascinating, fabulous tonight. Give them a lot of credit. They stopped a pretty good offensive football team thus far. Looks like a timeout, Steve.
When do you really get down to it, too? I mean, that opening drive where they scored, Mid-Valley did. They really did it. What was it, a 35-yard drive?
Right, they had the short field with the fumbled kickoff. So
really,
yes.
That's probably the longest drive they've given up all evening.
That's been it. You're right. And, of course, Matt Pidgeon, I mean, showing, the Lakeland folks of yesteryear will remember the great Bobby Spicer up there. I mean, fast, fabulous track athlete. And Matt Pidgeon looks an awful like that. I mean, the kid is a weapon, and when you get down the road like they hope to get, guy like Matt Pidgeon will prove huge.
Well, Dave, I don't know if you know, his dad is Paul Pidgeon.
Paul Pidgeon,
quarterback,
the quarterback from '87 in Lakeland.
Yeah.
That team, Steve. I remember covering a few games with you there. The great linebackers, Eddie Dokulovich back then, and Paul Pidgeon himself, tough kid. Worked with him one summer painting, I believe, at the Lackawanna County Housing Authority, and this kid is superb.
I don't think he was as fast as his son.
No.
Brandon Wallow is on to punt for Mid-Valley. This is a good one. And it will be Pidgeon from his own 20-yard line, going around the far side of the field looking for an opening, and is tackled on the play as he gets near the 30-yard line. That was a great punt by Brandon Wallow. Spiral that got up in the jet stream. Mid-Valley will go to work as we are in the fourth quarter of play here at Spartan Stadium. Thank you for joining us tonight for all of the action of Adams Cable High School football.
And I think, Nick, if Lakeland, the high school rule is, 35 in the second half and they roll the clock, another Lakeland score, I think the clock will run. Is that?
Yeah, that will be the 35-point rule. As Lakeland, with a first down and 10 from its own 30, will go to work as Jake Gross will run the offense. And there's a handoff, and on the far side of the field, Lakeland, with Babcock running, takes it into Mid-Valley territory to the 44-yard line.
Is that Babcock?
I think it was by Lotus.
Oh, by Lotus? Let's check
Very
that.
similar style.
Yeah, they're going to start resting guys. I was wondering if he might do that, with the game next week. You start taking out your starters.
That's a smart move.
No, Babcock wears 8. By Lotus wears 9, so
easily,
let's give credit to By Lotus on the play. And from the 45-yard line, Lakeland will go to work from that point with a new set of downs.
Wholesale substitutions. And I'll tell you what, that really, you're going to get these kids in to play the last 11 minutes of this game.
That's huge.
That's huge.
They want varsity experience, sure, at full speed.
Jake Gross, senior quarterback, running the Lakeland offense as they will go with an I formation. And getting the call
Jake
for
Barrett.
The Lakeland Chiefs, Barrett going around the far side.
We see, and these guys saw action last week too. With
they saw a lot of playing time
in the past couple weeks. I mean, that's going to pay dividends down the road.
Sure will. There's nothing like getting into a varsity football game. You could practice all you want against in football practice, second and third team, but getting in front of the crowd, the atmosphere, that really pays dividends. Gross on the second down and short for the Chiefs. Quick handoff, and they just go off right tackle to about the 34-yard line.
Another first down, Steve.
10:56 to play here in the fourth, 33-6 Lakeland. And that will set up next week's District 2 semifinal at Lakeland as Riverside and Lakeland will battle. First down for the Chiefs as Jake Gross goes with a long count toss play. And
Taryn
Harding, 5'7", senior, getting the call, going right up the middle.
Number 6, Taryn Harding on the carry. Gain of 5.
So you see a lot of clean jerseys on the offensive line and players getting valuable experience in this football game. And up to the line of scrimmage they come on second down and about 3. Gross will hand it off on a quick hitter. And that's a good run for a first down.
Yep.
Paul Sokolowski, the junior, 6 foot, 193 pounds. Just what we saw last week, Nick. Jeff Wasilchak getting a lot of different players in the backfield.
And if you're Dave Rebar, tonight the Lakeland X's and O's were just a little bit better than his team tonight. But again, he's going to tell his guys in practice next week, look, we're still in the playoffs. You saw what Penn State did to Ohio State. They've got a tough game ahead of them, but still, you still keep coming back in this game.
from the 22-yard line. New set of downs for Lakeland as Jake Gross will hand it off. And for Lakeland, that looked like Barrett getting the call. He was stacked up. Let's check the number. And then Jake Barrett, 5'10", 145-pound sophomore running back.
To your point there, Dave, exactly. If they just play the games on paper, well, what's the point of lining it up if Dunmore's going to beat Mid-Valley? But, hey, Mid-Valley doesn't want their season to end.
No, they're going to play hard. You play hard every play. You don't look at the scoreboard. Every play counts.
2nd down and 10 from the 22-yard line for the Lakeland second unit. Off the play fake, Gross will keep. He sprints around the right side, heading for the first down marker. And he's got another. Let's check the spot first.
He was looking to dish out some punishment.
Yeah, he sure was.
He hit the ball in his hip nice. He did that. He ran that play real nice, Nick.
Yeah,
he really did. It's another first down.
And that's good for another Lakeland first down to sustain the drive with under 9 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter.
And this is a little bit what Dunmore did to them, Steve. Again, they're just a little bit stronger, and it's just Lakeland, the Dunmore rushing attacks, exceptionally hard to stop.
33-6, Lakeland your leader. First down and 10 from about the 12-yard line of Mid-Valley. And Barrett takes the handoff, hurdles a player, and then is dropped at the 5-yard line. That was a nice run by Barrett. An airborne over a defender. Now Lakeland knocking on the door. This is what you do best when you have a good football team.
Steve, very impressed with Nico Pereno tonight. You could see why he is the top-rated passer in his division. I just thought he throws a nice tight spiral.
Throws a very catchable ball.
Catchable ball. Yeah, I just...
and was cool under pressure also.
And he's not real tall, 5'8", 150 boy, but he gets the ball out.
2nd down and 5. Lakeland can pick up a first down near the Mid-Valley 3-yard line. Gross will hand it off. And for Lakeland, Paul Sokolowski, wearing number 40, going up the middle.
If you don't think one of these younger guys want to get in the end zone, think again.
It's a big opportunity. Has to be exciting for the underclassmen.
Score.
Football is resting on the 5-yard line of Mid-Valley. 33-6, the Chiefs lead it. And they're working some clock right here as Jake Gross continues to run the Lakeland offense. And Gross will give it to Barrett, and Barrett off the right side, very close to another first down. We'll check the spot. Didn't get it in the end zone, and he's got the first down.
Jake Barrett on the carry, stopped by number 3, Nick Pollard. Results in a first and goal for the...
So Lakeland knocking on the door, and this is how you want to go into the District 2 playoffs, guys. He played a great football game here tonight. Good defensive effort, strong offensive effort.
Well, you said that, Steve. They won 6 in a row by large margin, so he really hasn't been in a tight game in 2 months. So this is the performance that Jeff Wasilchak wanted to see, and he got it.
First down and goal, Lakeland from the Mid-Valley 2. Gross will give it to Barrett. Barrett lowers the shoulder. Did he take it in? Let's check. He's in for a touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run by Jake Barrett. And Lakeland now has a 39-6 lead over Mid-Valley with 6:41 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Well, some textbook football when you've got the lead and your second unit has done it. And it's 39-6. Lakeland will talk it over in the huddle. And the Chiefs.
Yeah, if they get the 2-point conversion, you'll have a 35-point roll.
Will try for 2. And here they come up to the line of scrimmage. And Barrett lines up at the tailback spot, and Gross will just take a knee as he took the snap. And with 6:41 remaining here in the fourth, it's Lakeland 39 and Mid-Valley 6 on Adams Cable High School Football.
What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team in NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS, Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7.
The action continues from the 50-yard line with Nick, Glenn, and Steve on Channel 7 High School Football.
Welcome back to Mid-Valley, where the Chiefs are in cruise control, leading Mid-Valley 39-6 with 6:41 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And now it is Lakeland to kick off as Strong will do the honors. This is a very good kick by Strong, bouncing and rolling, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback. The football will come out to the 20-yard line, and Mid-Valley will go to work offensively from that point, first down and 10. Well, guys, while we have the opportunity, I have to thank everyone at Adams Cable Service for all of their support on the broadcast this season. Of course, Wendy Hartman, the general manager. Wendy, thank you very much for everything this year. Kyle Kemmerer, the head-end technician. Kyle has done such an outstanding job on the video of the broadcast, on the video replays on Channel 7, and getting the audio set up here on Channel 7 for us. We tried to improve the audio later here in the season. So, Kyle, thank you for all of your support. And, of course, Stephanie Kemmerer, the marketing director. Stephanie, thank you so much for all of your help this season. And to everyone who has had a hand in getting this Channel 7 live audio on this year, Heather O'Connor, Elisa McClausland, and Mark Peterson. They have done such a great job this year. We thank you for all of your support on the broadcast this year. And, of course, to Tom Nowakowski, the Mid-Valley Athletic Director, and Jim DePoti, the Information Technology Director, for all of their help getting us on the air here with this broadcast tonight at Mid-Valley. Thank you very much for all of your support this year. Second down and 11 for Mid-Valley.
Fumble.
And loose football. Now let's check and see who has recovered. And Lakeland has recovered the football near the 20-yard line. So how about that? Looked like T.J. Gavin recovering the fumble for the Lakeland defense. And Lakeland will have the football with 5:46 remaining here in the fourth quarter, leading 39-6.
And Steve, you know Matt Pigeon, I had him 4 receptions, 112 yards, 3 touchdowns. Nico Pereno, 6 of 7, 134 yards, throwing 4 touchdowns. So you can take your pick of who your player of the game is. It's just been a wonderful night for those two guys.
Yeah, they have had a great night here at Mid-Valley, playing their best football of the season, as Lakeland will go with the running game. That looked like a new man in the lineup. Let's check
25.
this.
Cody Karuba.
Good job. As he advances the football to the 15-yard line.
I mean, I know we don't do player of the games, but, you know, my hat's really off to the Lakeland defense.
Yeah.
When they needed to stop, you know, Mid-Valley's momentum.
They did. Yeah, they did, Nick.
No matter what point in the game.
Short field a couple of times they held.
Yeah,
James Lewis quarterbacking Lakeland right now. Lewis will spin and hand it off to the tailback, and that is Barrett on the play.
James Lewis last week, in a similar situation to this on defense, had 2 interceptions. Yeah. It's interesting because if you go on there's a website called EasternPAFootball.com. There's a Western one too, but it just gives you a little who are the great performances of the week, offense, defense, special teams. Even Pigeon was on there for the punt return. There was only so many in the state last week, but James Lewis made their defensive one with 2 interceptions.
And Lewis to Barrett. And Jake Barrett run out of bounds on the far side of the field.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably never thought in a million years that he would, have 2 picks in a game, and late in the fourth quarter. But good for him. That's great to see.
So Lakeland will have a home game next week, guys. How about that? District 2 semifinal.
It's been a while, I think, since they've had a home game in the district playoffs.
Good to see. And
well, this will be Mid-Valley's first appearance since 2011 next week. So
Lewis hands it off. And Sokolowski gets the call for Lakeland. And Lakeland just running the football and trying to go off left tackle, off right tackle, and kill the time on the clock as we are down to 3:52 and counting.
Right, Lakeland handled Riverside pretty good, 42-14. So, they say sometimes it's hard to beat a team twice.
Oh, that's definite. I mean, look a couple of years ago, Carbondale had that team at 9-1.
Right, Lakeland come Carbondale beat them.
Came limping into the playoffs, and then they go beat them.
Upset the Chargers.
But when your defense is playing this good, Nick,
you're not limping in this year.
They're going in hot.
2nd and goal, Lakeland from the Mid-Valley 7. And it's Lewis with an I formation in the backfield, and Barrett will take the handoff. Barrett strung out near the goal line. Stopped at about the 1. And as we near 3 minutes remaining, so next week in the District 2 semifinals, it will be Riverside at Lakeland, and of course Mid-Valley traveling to Dunmore. Now Lakeland taking a lot of time, just letting that clock run down.
And pretty soon they'll be in victory formation, so maybe he doesn't need to
He might even take the penalty here.
Take the penalty and then take a knee, run the clock. But no, but his team made a statement tonight. Lakeland made a statement tonight, and Dunmore remains. Dunmore's unbeaten, and
they are the team to beat. As Lewis will set them down at the 1, and Lewis will take a knee. Classy move by head coach Jeff Wysochak.
That's a karma move for me. I'm a big believer in karma.
That will bring up the 4th down play, and we have just about 2 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. So congratulations to the Lakeland Chiefs as they will improve their overall record to 9 wins and 1 loss. After tonight, they will be 8-1 in Division III. And for the Mid-Valley Spartans, with the loss, they will fall to an overall record of 5 wins and 5 losses and a Division III record of 5 wins and 4 losses. Clock down to 1:35 as Lakeland will take a lot of time approaching the line of scrimmage, and it will be James Lewis up to the line. He will take the snap with a long count and take a knee on the 4th down play. And Lakeland will turn over the football on downs to Mid-Valley with 1:09 remaining, leading 39-6. So guys, a well-played football game here tonight by Lakeland. And boy, if you saw the opening kickoff, you would think, wow, this is going to be something. I mean, Mid-Valley.
Yeah, punched them in the face off the bus, it's just, again, the power and the strength just really showed itself tonight. And the defense, fabulous defense, Lakeland, again and again all night, I'm saying it.
And Mid-Valley up to the line of scrimmage, and they will just take a knee and let this time run off the clock. So,
and the pass rush, Nick, I thought the pass rush is better than I've seen in years.
Yeah. I'm telling you, those 2 ends create a lot of havoc.
So you take a look at this Lakeland football team, guys. They're running on all cylinders going into the district playoffs, and we wish them well.
And I would assume they were relatively healthy. I mean, we didn't notice there wasn't really any noticeable injuries for Lakeland. On the other hand, Mid-Valley.
Football is on the 7-yard line for Mid-Valley. 2nd down and about 12. They'll just take another knee with 30 seconds left, and that should do it.
And those ends that you're talking about, Rich Bamba, 6'1", 182 senior, Kevin Johnson, 6'1", 199 senior, fast, very, very quick.
Fast,
to
physical.
Yeah,
they get after it.
So Lakeland will win this by the score of 39-6 over Mid-Valley. Congratulations to Jeff Wasilchak and the coaching staff. And good luck in their game next week against the Riverside Vikings. And for Dave Rebar and the Mid-Valley Spartans, good luck to them as they will take on the Dunmore Bucks. And hopefully they will be at full strength. I hope they get their fullback Zach Fumey back in action next week for their battle against Dunmore. So, guys, that's the way you want to go into the playoffs. We talked about it. Boy, you take a look at Lakeland, and each week they just got better and better. And here tonight they played a flawless game against Mid-Valley.
I think so, Steve. Other than the first, the turnover early, Mid-Valley didn't run a whole lot of plays, that were meaningful in the second half. And of course, the injury to Zach Fumey, but he had been contained tonight. They contained a very, very good all-star tailback. And when you do that, when you stop the other team's best player, it's like stopping Leonard Fournette when you play LSU. You're going to, more often than not, you're going to beat them. So you saw that tonight. Total domination by the Chiefs, Steve.
And, Nick, they pick up their 7th win in a row after that loss to Dunmore. So that's the way you want to do it when you're going into the district playoffs. And as we look down in the field, you take a look at Mid-Valley and Lakeland at the 50-yard line with the handshakes. And that's going to wrap up our football broadcast season, guys. Can you believe it? Nick puts the schedule together every year, folks, and he was the one who got this one on the schedule. We talked about it early in the year. Let's go down to Mid-Valley, and fortunately it worked out well. Glad to come down here. Beautiful facility. I think we'll do it again in the future.
I hope we get to do it again. Even when we did basketball in the Toronto's tournament the first year, Mid-Valley is such a gracious host for us.
Right.
And, I'm telling you, I love this facility. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really great. We were talking about it, though, before going on the air, thinking about coming down here again now that we have a different setup for the live audio. But I think possibly, I don't know the schedule, but most likely Lakeland and Carbondale will probably play Mid-Valley up in Carbondale and up at Lakeland next year. But we'll see how the schedule plays out. Not really sure.
I don't know if Lakeland plays. I don't know. I don't
how do they rotate that? I forget how they rotate that.
I know they realigned some stuff again with basketball, but we'll keep you posted. Stay tuned to Adam's website and Channel 7 as well. I think we'll have that up there once they decide on a schedule.
And we will be setting our sights on high school basketball. So, Dave, great to have you back in the booth as Lakeland wins it over Mid-Valley 39-6. Nick, been a lot of fun. We ended it on a high note with Lakeland winning it, going into the district playoffs, and we'll start looking forward to the high school basketball season. So, guys, thanks a lot. Been a lot of fun. Anthony Cook, our producer, great to have you back on board this season. Anthony is back in the area, so it was great to have him in the booth this season. And thank you for joining us all season long. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We couldn't do it without the listenership and the viewership. And we hope to have you on board for the upcoming high school football basketball season 2017. So that's going to wrap it up here at Mid-Valley. Your final score, once again, Lakeland 39 and Mid-Valley 6. This Adams Cable sports presentation of Lackawanna Football Conference Division III high school football between the Lakeland Chiefs and the Mid-Valley Spartans was brought to you by Adams Cable Service, NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield, Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Dominic's Pizza, Tom's Floor Shop, Main Street Childs, Tonkin Auto Supply, your Napa Auto Parts store, Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street. Jerry's Tire and Auto Service. Nick's Excavating and Paving. White's Crossing Sports Shop. Lieber and Bonham Electrical Contractors Incorporated. And the starting lineups for today's game are presented by the Roselle Department Store. Thank you for making this another great season of high school football. We'll see you for the upcoming 2017 high school basketball season here on Adams Cable, Channel 7.
Are you ready?
Welcome to the season finale of Adams Cable High School Football as the Lakeland Chiefs and the Mid-Valley Spartans take center stage in a Lackawanna Football Conference Division III showdown sponsored by Adams Cable Service, NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield, Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Dominic's Pizza, Tom's Floor Shop, Main Street Childs, Tonkin Auto Supply, your Napa Auto Parts store, Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street. Also brought to you by Jerry's Tire and Auto Service, Nick's Excavating and Paving, White's Crossing Sports Shop, Lieber and Bonham Electrical Contractors Incorporated. And the starting lineups for today's game are presented by the Roselle Department Store in Carbondale.